Okay, so my name is Kieron Lewis. I'm a freelance graphic designer, and over the past 3-4 years, I've worked with Blueprint for All. I've had the opportunity to go into different schools and colleges around the London base, and basically speak to folks or students, I should say, about my career, work I've done, and also hear from them firsthand, any questions they have about the industry. And it's just my job to be honest and transparent. So it's been great, the opportunity. I would say I think the biggest difficulty barrier-wise for students or people trying to get into employment is probably the pay side of things, paid opportunities especially. I think being, internships, this idea of doing internships for exposure or for very little money, I don't agree with it. Obviously, skills are important and you get the skill sets, but I also believe, the balance of having to pay, because folks got to live, students got to live, we've got to live. But also there's the element of actually knowing how to budget as well and work with the finances, which is part of the adult world, right, which we all do. So I think that has always been a bit of a barrier to pay, which hopefully is shifting really since after the pandemic, but that's an important one. This can support young people by giving them training to actually do what they want to be doing. If speaking to the students or grads or employees and actually find out what they want to be doing, and then actually helping them and giving them courses within that, alongside obviously benefits the company, of course, because it's got to work both ways. But I think once employers actually focus on the employees and find out what they want to be doing, and then they start to put courses in place for it, you'll start to see I'd say productivity, but also enjoyment, which then kind of you produce better work. If you enjoy what you do, you produce better work, and everyone wins. So I'd say if employers can actually start investing in the programs or courses, that's always a guaranteed win for everyone. I would say individuals can impact change and create a fairer society by being more aware of the kind of global problems, things that whereby it's about your local community, so global problems but in a local environment, and that could be across multiple things. As a designer, I like to think consciously when it comes to the materials that I use for products and creating publications or print quotes, those kind of things. That's it. So I would say, being conscious of your surroundings or communities, and doing things that can be reused as well, especially, which is beneficial for yourself but also for the environment. Aspirations for young people entering in careers. For me, I would love to see the confidence that comes into it. Going into a space where you feel confident, and what I mean by that's just, it could be how you feel when you're in a room with people that don't necessarily look like yourself. It could be down to race, sex, even age. From a personal experience, I've been in situations where, I've been, say, the only black creative person in the room, or even the youngest by quite a bit, and that can take its toll on a lot of folks, especially if you're a junior and a grad coming out. But for me, the beauty of when I do the blueprint and I see these students and I see they've got the confidence there, it's almost like translate that across into the working world, and then actually you start to create a better environment, and also you feel like you're being valued as well. So I'd like to see more confidence with students, which I think is kind of happening slowly. But also to counteract that, employers also need to feel they've got a space that actually young people can actually feel confident and feel respected in that space. So it kind of works both ways really. You can't just walk in there and say I kind of own the place if you feel like you don't really can reflect and don't feel like you can gel well. I would say Blueprint for All has changed the way I engage with students. So I mean, from when I graduated in university, there wasn't many, or even go back to university, there wasn't many folks that looked like myself that gave talks, and being able to work with Blueprint for All, going to colleges, going to schools, and to be Black South London creative and speak to these folks, these kids, students from South London. It feels relatable, and for me that's always important. It needs to be transparent. I'm always honest when it comes to those approaches, questions. Some of those questions could be quite savage, but I love those questions because I feel like, do you know what? It's just like they're just saying what they feel, and then rather than kind of be defensive about it, they're just curious. So that wouldn't happen if I never had the opportunity to say collaborate with Blueprint for All. So for me, it's been quite a nice experience to be able to work quite regularly with Blueprint for All, and also separate to my actual career as a freelancer. It's a different facet to what I do as a creative. So speaking to young people and trying to inspire and to help them kind of nurture and grow. What drives me to want to work with Blueprint for All in the charity sector? Do you know what? I always think back when I see students and when I go into schools. I remember being almost taking myself back to when I was in that position. I wasn't a shy kid in school, but I remember being that one kid that if I had an answer or question, if I had a question I wanted to ask in a room, if someone else said something before me, I thought, oh, my question feels silly, and I feel like those elements kind of stuck into how I felt, and that actually stayed with me a little bit until maybe even graduation, even to be in my junior role. And that I might have ideas and questions and things I want to throw out there, but I was always reluctant to kind of say what I really wanted to say. And